Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Nixxiom, and today I want to talk about patch 8.3 in Battle for Azeroth. A very controversial patch. A lot of BFA's patches have been controversial, to be fair, but this one has definitely created quite a buzz. If you have not been on the internet, if you haven't seen the buzz, well, go look around, because I think you'll find it rather quickly on forums, comment sections, probably even the comment section of this video after this video comes out. You'll see what I mean. Today I decided to wear the True Horde shirt for the sake of this video, because even if BFA is a little bit questionable, we can all agree with one thing. Sylvanas did nothing wrong, and Garrosh. But let's get into the video, shall we? Every YouTuber and their mom is talking about how patch 8.3 is kind of shit. The ending cinematic, if you haven't seen it, well... it's kind of familiar to Lord of the Rings, and if it's not familiar to Lord of the Rings, it's familiar to this. I'm not really here today to talk about patch 8.3 and to criticize it and say, oh, this isn't that good or that wasn't that good or whatever. Instead, I'd rather talk about what could have been rather than what we got. Specifically, N'Zoth. It goes without saying that a lot of people, including me, were disappointed by how they handled N'Zoth in this expansion, how he just appears, he awakens after years and years and years of anticipated buildup, and then we just kill him in a patch. He just, you know, he appears, he's gone. And it's just that fast. And it's very disappointing because N'Zoth is supposed to be one of, like, the big baddies on Azeroth. He's supposed to be on par with the Lich King or Illidan or any of these other major villains or people in the Warcraft lore that we've had to contend with. So to see him die so quickly, like his moment of triumph lasted for about 2 seconds, it's just really disappointing from a storytelling perspective. And for me, I can only hope that this death of N'Zoth is sort of just the beginning. Like maybe this was just a vision, like we defeated him, but we didn't actually defeat him. He just made us think we defeated him, but he's actually buying his time and something's going on. I don't know, because there was so much potential with the idea of N'Zoth rising up. I mean, this is something on par or even greater than Deathwing and Cataclysm challenging the entire world and bringing about the Hour of Twilight. Like, this is a big freaking deal, and it's a event, like Warcraft lore-wise, that could have affected everything. It could have affected everything from the experience of a level 1 player to the experience of a max level player. I think a lot of us during BFA were even expecting this. We were expecting N'Zoth to rise, and the next expansion was going to be 100% Old God themed. That's what I thought. That's what a lot of you guys thought in my comment sections. And the fact that we're not getting that is kind of disappointing. Because here's the thing, we can sort of see what could have been a pretty cool expansion in the little bits that we got in this new patch, patch 8.3. For example, corrupted items. This concept could have been expanded upon heavily. The idea of you having corrupted items that you wear that slowly corrupt you as a player. They could have done so much with that. It's ridiculous. What do I mean? Well, this is quite literally an idea I came up with just 1 minute before I hit the record button. I'm not reading off a script for this one. What if, for example, as you go into like the new N'Zoth or Old God themed zones of the new expansion, you unlocked 2 different talent trees, Madness or Fortitude, and as you leveled up, you got talent points very similar to classic WoW, where you can put talent points in different abilities that either make you more prone to corruption and it empowers you the more corrupted gear that you're wearing, or you have a talent tree that empowers you when you purge yourself of corrupted items. It makes you more powerful when you sort of fight against the corruption of the old gods and the madness that they bring. Imagine, for example, as you go down the talent tree on the madness side of things, I think this would be interesting. The final talent tree point would be an ability called Doomed to Madness. It's a toggle, and you turn it on and your character goes crazy. Suddenly, you become a target for anybody with war mode turned on. You essentially become a third faction in the game. You can attack Alliance players that have PvP turned on. You can attack Horde players that have PvP turned on, or just, you know, NPCs or whatever. You have your own little hub where other players that have been doomed to madness can go to, and essentially you are a servant of the old gods. You are helping N'Zoth. You are one of his followers. And Blizzard, they did this whole split raid idea with, you know, the Temple of Whatever in Battle for Azeroth, where you got the Alliance version and the Horde version. You can almost have two versions where you have players that are fighting to defend N'Zoth. They are fighting against the champions and heroes of Azeroth, and then you have the players who have dedicated themselves to fighting against N'Zoth. They are fighting against N'Zoth and his minions and whatever, and Blizzard could make a lore decision as to who won in the end. You could even create a low-level system where as you're questing throughout the world, wherever, you know, randomly, it could happen periodically depending on if you enter into an area or you finish X number of quests, or it's just random where slowly your character will start to go mad. It's almost like a mild form of the doomed to madness debuff that you can toggle at max level if you unlock it. Where pretty much once this thing toggles on and you hit 100% madness, you get that purple filter goes over your screen, the sky becomes cloudy, everything becomes terrifying, and those happy little wolves in Westfall that you were like fighting, you know, to gather their wolf meat, suddenly they become tentacle monsters. You have to kill mobs around you and whatever to break out of madness, and by doing it, you earn a reward. You could earn some like void corrupted gear for even like a low level player. You could earn like mounts, you could earn like whatever, reputation. And this could happen to anybody in the world, whether you're a low level player, a higher level player, whatever. It's just a quick random, you know, mini event that could happen to, you know, spice things up a bit. Now these are just ideas, you know, that I've had just brainstorming for just a few minutes before I started, you know, recording this video, before I hit the record button. All right. And it's like, but dude, like, you know, like you guys down in the comment section, I know you guys are just going to add to it or take away or criticize or fix things up or whatever. But the point is, you know, forget my ideas. Don't be like, oh, that's terrible or oh, that's so good. The point is there was just so much potential with like N'Zoth coming out of the ocean. You could have even have expanded on the horrific vision system where we go back to old low-level dungeons and now they're like old godified and stuff. There's eyeballs everywhere and tentacles and stuff, and you know, you don't even have to like make a new dungeon. It's just you go back to Shadowfang Keep to find like a spell book from Archmage Arugal or whatever, and it's a spell book that can be used to fight against N'Zoth, and ooh, tentacles, and oh look, faceless ones and scary shit and everywhere, blah blah blah, eyeballs, like, you know, horrific visions, old dungeons, like, dude, do you guys see what I'm saying? Imagine, for example, Void Corrupted Gears, you got more of it. It gave you like passives, like you could run faster, or it unlocked abilities like, you know, like Doomed to Madness, for example, like where your health is like dropping slowly, but as your health drops more and more, you can just deal more damage, like boom, 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 you're blasting people with fireballs that have been turned like void colors or something, and you gotta turn it off just before you die, and then, you know, your damage returns back to normal or something, so you're kind of playing Russian roulette, so you better hope the boss doesn't boom on the ground when you only got like 2% health. You better hope that healer gets you back up. I don't freaking know. Or the fortitude people, you know, shields, new abilities. I don't know. There's just a lot of potential. There's just things that you could have done, but you didn't. You killed them in one patch. Fuck. But just the thing that really, it really like gets to me is like, just imagine we were playing Burning Crusade. Imagine this for 1 second. And we just killed Illidan atop Black Temple. Great job, guys. You did it, champions of Azeroth. And then Blizzard comes at you, and they're like, dude, we got this new boss for you. This new guy that we're gonna fight. Oh, it's gonna be the final raid of Burning Crusade. Oh shit, what's it gonna be? Oh, it's the Lich King. We just run over to Icecrown Citadel real fast to Northrend. We killed the Lich King, come back, Cataclysm expansion comes out, completely skipping over everything that the Lich King expansion could have brought to the game. No Death Knights, no Winter Grasp, none of that crap. Oh, it's just skipped. He's just a quick end boss at the end of BC. Oh, ready for Cataclysm, guys? Because here it comes. That's how this feels to me. That's how it feels. So much potential. Wasted. And it gets to me. Here's the thing, guys. BFA was a pretty disappointing expansion. I think even people that really enjoyed BFA can admit, yeah, it wasn't WoW's strongest. And I think as well, even people who maybe were big fans of BFA might not be too pleased with how Blizzard handled this situation with this old god, but I don't know. Guys, what do you think? Do you think that Blizzard handled N'Zoth okay? Are you happy with how BFA has turned out? If you are, leave a comment down below. Like, dude, awesome. You're having fun. Great. Awesome. Like, great. I'm happy for you. If you're not happy about it, you can leave a comment below as well. Like, criticize, say, hey, I think they could have done this. I think they could have done that, just like I'm doing. Either way, like, thank you guys for watching the video. Hit the like button if you want, subscribe, and all that crap, yada, yada, yada. Check out my shirts on the store. You guys know what to do. You're fine. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. Those are my thoughts, and, I love you. That's right. Come here. Come here. Closer. There you go.